welcome to my channel, Back to Keto, and my friends call me Jelly. This is my channel, my daily vlog of what I eat on keto. I've lost 177 pounds, still got 30 or 50 more to go. Yes, I have been stalled all summer long, but some of that is my own doing. I stopped tracking other than my carbs. I did have a 4-day cheat, and I was in Hawaii in the heat, over exercising insanely for over 30 days and then traveled home. And then it took me a while to get all that water weight off. So basically for the last week or so is me trying to settle back into new sleep patterns, new weight hours, everything, and trying some new things that is perfectly keto friendly for the majority of the world except for me, unfortunately. So, my lowest weight I've gotten to on a ketogenic diet is 191. My highest weight before starting keto was 368. I have come a very long way, but I am ready to get that scale moving again. This weekend, I am just eating under 20 carbs and staying with keto-friendly foods, which are not normally keto-friendly for me, unfortunately. Yes, I get to keep my ketones. Yes, my blood sugar does not rise, but the scale does not move as well. I do have to count my fats. I have to eat half the amount of fat an app might tell me to eat. So my macros are never right when I put it in an app. I have to eat less calories as well, a dramatic less calories than most people. Most people don't even have to worry too much about their calories, or just as long as they stay around 12,000 or not 12,000, oh my gosh, 2,000 or so, they're perfectly fine. Me, on the other hand, I seem to have trouble losing weight when I go over 1,200, which is a big accomplishment though, because it used to be anything over 800 I couldn't lose weight. So, that being said, come Monday or Tuesday, and today is Friday, I will be restarting my ketovore diet. That is where I just eat fresh meats that I cook myself at home using nothing more than salt, pepper, olive oil, or Kerrygold butter. I also use heavy whipping cream, eggs, coffee, and some collagen powder twice a day, and cheese. So other than that, that is all that will go in my body, probably for 21 days, but no longer. It is an easy diet for some people. Some people have spent years doing this diet. I cannot. Keto is restricted enough for me. But I do the ketovore when I get stuck. I tried it for the first time in spring and lost 17 pounds just like that. And was going to continue it, but then I fell off during 4th of July. Went to Hawaii, was impossible to stay on. It was hard to even be keto in Hawaii. They put sugar in all their meats. And I needed to eat out a lot. Plus, I was hot 24/7. Where I stayed had no AC. It was in the 90s inside the house, like 95, plus the humidity was in the 60s. I sweated 24/7. I was miserable. You would have thought I had food poisoning 4 times or more, but it was probably heat exhaustion. It was horrible. But I love my baby, and I suffered through that just so I can spend time with him twice a year. So every 6 months, I seem to get a setback. So it is time to recover from that. So I've been allowing myself to eat pancakes made with almond flour and different things. I've been allowing myself the keto syrups, the keto flavoring stuff, the sweets, staying under my 20 carbs though, net. And I usually stay total if I can help it. And I've been having salads and Subways turned into a salad, stuff like that, which I normally will not eat when I am trying to lose weight. It allows me to maintain just fine. I can be lazy and not count anything other than carbs, eat all that yummy, delicious food, and be fine. In the beginning of my weight loss journey, I lost eating that way, but I can't anymore. The last 30 to 50 pounds is a little harder and more of a nightmare. My body won't even allow me to eat a cucumber and still lose weight. I cannot eat any kind of vegetables other than a coffee bean, which I'm drinking, not eating, or I stall. I just stay put at the weight I am. So once I get to my weight goal, I know I'm going to be able to maintain it very, very well because I've done it all alone. I can get to a point and maintain that weight for months and months and months. But then I have to adjust if I want to lose more weight. So it's time to adjust again because I want to lose more weight. So I am going to show you what I had for breakfast this morning. Okay, so I've used Good D's pancake mix and doctored it up the way I always do, but this time I have put it in my little griddle pancake maker, and they are coming out looking amazing and so much easier than having to sit, watch, and flip. They're coming out really flat, or not flat, but fluffy and nice golden brown, so I can't wait to try them. Also, we are going to be comparing this syrup to the one I normally eat and see which one is the best. Okay, so they both equal 1 carb. You get 2 tablespoons of this one of this brand. This one is extremely watery, not sticky to the touch, and tastes very much like maple syrup. It goes really far because it is so watery. This one is extremely light syrup. It's really thick. We're going to try it real fast, and you only get 1 tablespoon of this one. Okay, this one is good. However, this one tastes more like maple syrup. So, if this one tastes more like this and was a little less thick, it's kind of like, maybe I'll mix them because this one is so watery, but this one is too thick and tastes too much like sugar instead of maple, if that makes sense. It doesn't have as strong as maple flavor as this brand does. And you get 2 tablespoons versus 1, but you can see why. It's extremely, extremely thick. This is like water. If I was to buy one, I would choose this brand. It goes farther, it tastes more like maple syrup, and it costs less. But don't get me wrong, I love this brand. Their chocolates, their caramel syrups, they're just my favorite thing in the world. Okay, my pancakes are still cooking. They take way longer in the little machine, but it's helping me eat after 11 because I was starving and I would have downed them immediately. So that's okay. So the other brand goes in the refrigerator. This one does not go in the refrigerator. It'll make it too thick and it'll make it not work. I have mixed them together, 1 serving of each. It's a little better consistency now. One's too thick, one's too watery. However, this brand right here, which I love the brand, just not their maple syrup, tastes too much like sugar, like monk fruit, instead of maple flavor. So maybe if I had maple extract to add to it instead, like flavor, instead of having to add the other syrup, but it is just way too sugary tasting and not enough maple tasting. Okay, so it might have taken way longer to make, but they are so fluffy. Can y'all see that? It made 4 perfect ones. It probably would have made 5 if I didn't spill some all over the counter. But they look amazing. So I took that tablespoon and put 1 tablespoon almost of syrup on each pancake. So I'm having 1 serving of each of the syrups, some butter, and 2 bacons on my plate because I already ate 2 pieces of bacon because I'm starving. I am still trying to get used to my Note 10 and the pen. It doesn't always respond correctly, so sometimes I look stupid because I think it's already responded and it hasn't, and then it pauses for a minute and then it does respond, and so parts of my videos will look a little dumb until I get used to it and get it working properly. So, as you saw what I ate for this morning, I have discovered that I am eating way too much fat. Like I said, it might not be that almond flour that's in that food that's stalling me out so badly. Like I said, I normally can only eat half the fat and still lose weight. And your girl here? I have been putting a lot of butter on those pancakes. Like, a lot. Like 2 to 3 tablespoons worth, I think. Yeah, I didn't realize just how much butter I'm putting on it because I'm cooking with butter and it's soaking all up in there. And I'm putting a bunch of butter chunks on each pancake, and then on the top has a lot more than the rest. I'm being good with the syrup. I'm being good with only 2 tablespoons of that pancake mix and tons more eggs in it. But I'm eating all that butter, and I'm eating all those eggs that have fat and all the heavy whipping cream that has fat, and then I'm eating a big big giant cheeseburger with bacon and stuff on it that has fat, and I'm eating bacon on the side that has fat, and I did it, my math already, as of this morning, I have gone over my fat count for the day. So that's probably what I have been doing for the past 2 weeks, because that is what I've been eating. So that is probably why I'm just maintaining and not losing, because I am eating so much fat. It doesn't matter what kind of workout I'm doing. I'm eating what I'm burning. So it ain't coming off here. So remember, when you're trying to lose weight, some people can eat all that fat and still lose weight, but most of us can't, especially if we've destroyed our bodies doing diet since we were 13 years old, and I'm 41. So I have destroyed my metabolism. It doesn't exist, really. So if I'm taking in all the fat and that's what I'm burning, all this stored fuel that I'm trying to get rid of that's hanging all over my body ain't going nowhere, because you got to get rid of all the fuel you're taking in your mouth first. So think of it as you have a car. You have some bad, nasty gas at the bottom that you need to burn. But if you keep putting more and more fuel in it and topping it off, you're never going to burn that nasty gas on the bottom. It's just going to keep sitting there. So if you don't, that's why intermittent fasting is really good too. Because if you don't re-top it off, it has to burn what's stored in there. So intermittent fasting with me, though, makes my blood sugar go up drastically. And I've tried it a million times. I've tried it tons of different ways. But I try to intermittent fast 12 to 17 hours, somewhere in there. I know my blood sugar is going to rise after the 12 hour, drastically after the 15th hour, and way too much after the 17th, so I stopped there. I do not intermittent fast well, I do, but it's usually 12 to 13 hours, because I hate my blood sugar getting into the 120s and making me shake and making me feel horrible and throwing up and all kind of garbage. If I eat a bunch of fat, as soon as it starts rising and a lot of food, it drops back quickly. So I try not to let it get that high, so I never fast that long. A lot of people can do it. Most people do not have the same issue I do. Like I said, I started off with a severely, severely broken body. Type 2 diabetes, polycystic ovary disease, tested positive 5 different immune diseases, which was MS, Hashimoto's, lupus, and a few others. They really think it was lupus, though, because I had the butterfly mask going on every day as well. I had nerve damage, could not stand more than 10 minutes. Walking was almost impossible. Oh my gosh, the list just goes on and on and on. But now, most of it is gone. I've always suffered from panic attacks and anxiety. Unfortunately, fortunately it helps most people. Keto does on anxiety. It has not helped me, because my anxiety is a little different. I've always had anxiety and adrenal gland issues. But mine also stems from a traumatic event that happened to me. And so if I feel imprisoned, so if I have to be somewhere at a certain time and I can't leave, like a doctor's appointment or even work or anything like that at all, a meeting at my daughter's school, even talking about it is making me panic, because I feel trapped and imprisoned. And it causes extreme anxiety, extreme panic attacks, heart palpitations, the whole 9 yards. So some of y'all asked me why it didn't work. Well, that is one of the issues. I need to find a job I feel safe in that doesn't make me have panic attacks. And one problem is I'm deadly allergic to latex. So when I go places, I'm also scared I'm going to run into latex. I can't go in buildings that use it, doctor's offices. I can't go into a lot of places during Halloween because the latex masks, the latex balloons they have everywhere. If I was to eat at a restaurant that had it, I would know it when I walked in because I wouldn't make it very far. I have an EpiPen for this reason, but I don't want to use it because I have a heart condition that if you use the EpiPen, you can possibly die from, but you can also die from the allergic reaction. So that causes anxiety. I also have a daughter with severe allergies as well, who is allergic to people. because of their dogs or cats and all different things. So she misses a lot of school. I am very lucky that she is extremely gifted and only in the 8th grade doing high school work already. So even though she misses school, it is no big deal because she is extremely smart. She always can get her work done. Doesn't matter if she misses 2 weeks. By that night that she went back to school, all her work is done. She cries if she gets below a B, which is very seldom, and it's only because she really hates the subject. If she gets below a B, she normally gets straight A's. She freaks him with a B, but anything below, even a point below, she loses her mind. But so I also would miss a lot of work because of her being sick. My parents are here, but they're elderly and they are sick as well. And other than that, I know no one in the state. I have no friends here, no other family here. It is just us. So if I have to be there for my daughter, I have to take her to and from school. So trying to find a job that works around those hours and a kid that gets sick a lot with parents who can't necessarily help me on some things because they get sick a lot too. And then I have fibromyalgia. Yep. So even when I had all those illnesses and every doctor, even a disability lawyer said I should be on disability, the state said no. And they refused time and time again. Not that it's enough money to even live on, but I needed something. But I was denied so many times, which was crazy because also I do have a learning disability as well. So it makes it all hard. It's not like I can sit in an office chair because this girl can't spell. So that doesn't work either. But now I am active. I can stand longer. I'm trying to control my anxiety more. I do desperately need a job. I wish I could have a career in health somehow. Helping people lose weight, finding keto. That's why I love YouTube. Yes, I make no money off of it, but I enjoy every minute of it because I am helping people and helping myself at the same time because I'm keeping myself accountable. So this is something I really love. But trying to find careers that focus around stuff like that is really hard. I've looked into being a motivational life coach, but there's really no people around here who hire for that because I do have some training. So right now, my mommy and daddy help take care of me and my daughter. They did say when she was born if I promised not to go back into the situation in Florida that I was in, which was very, very bad, and I could not put her through that anyways because it was okay for me to be extremely poor and not knowing where I was going to live and all this other stuff that was happening, but I could not put a tiny little infant through that. So they said that would be the biggest gift to them and they would take care of her. And I knew I couldn't and I did not want her to ever go without. So I've never moved from here. I stay here. It's like her mommy and daddy. Luckily I was able, when I did work, to be able to get my home that I live in now on their property. It's just a single wide. But she lives down there with them mostly. She has a room here. She comes to sleep and wake up and go to school. But if there's no school, she goes there. She goes there. As soon as I drop her off, like immediately from picking her up, she wants to go there because that's her Nana mommy. And most people think that should bother me, but it doesn't because it's always been like that. And I was just used to it. So, but yes, I do desperately need to find a job. I'm going to try to keep looking. I wish I could do Uber, but there ain't too many people around here and everyone's afraid I'll get a crazy person in my car. But I need something like that I can set my hours and not have anxiety or panic attacks. I know it sounds ridiculous. If you've never had panic attacks or anxiety, you might be saying, just get over it, girl. You don't have a choice. But let me tell you, it's not that easy, especially since it's also an adrenal gland issue, which causes anxiety and panic attacks as well. So I have it double. But I'm going to let y'all go because it is 1:30 here and I need to get to Costco because the storm is over. It is beautiful. Nothing here was damaged along the coast. It was, unfortunately. But I've been needing to go to Costco for almost 5 days, and no one wanted me to buy food in case the power went out. Well, it's time for food. I'm sick of frozen burgers, which I only have 2 days left of frozen burgers anyways. So, yeah, and I need to stock up for my ketovore. So I will talk to y'all in just a little bit and show you what else I eat today. Okay, so I'm just going to show you a quick view of what I got at Costco. Plus, there's a few things I'll tell you about that's at my mother's house. So I got 2 packs of microwave bacon. I fry them up on the stove. I eat this on keto or ketovore, so this is a must. I got some fresh mozzarella. Me and my daughter also eat this together. I have got some smoked Gouda, and I have some plans for my cheeses. So yeah, so I have Kerrygold cheese, which is very pure ingredients. I have my Kobe Jack, that's my daughter's favorite. Kerrygold butter. I have some chuck patties. I have 3 packs of these. It actually comes with 6, but me and my mom splits it, so there's 3 down there. We bought a couple bags of these because they were on sale, and that's for my daughter. Some more coconut oil. I usually use it on my face and body, but this one is for cooking. So they have this. They normally do not have this, so I got it because it was a good price, and I want to try it for some baking. Always get my heavy whipping cream. Got 2 more of these. Got my eggs. Look at these cute, tiny little remains. It's so my daughter can make her sandwich if she wants, or use it as taco wraps or whatever. And I might use some as well. And then I got some green beans to make. And then I bought a huge pack of fresh ground beef, and I took 4 patties because they do it as patties. So this is probably like 2 pounds because the patties are half a pound a piece. So this is about 2 pounds in here, so I split that with my mom as well. My daughter eats here, she eats there, so some of her food is down there. Like I got her some frozen salmon patties to try, which are no carbs. There's the steak down there, so if I want a steak, I can get one of the New York strips. We bought a bag of asparagus. I'm trying to think if there was anything else. Oh, and there's bacon, regular normal bacon down there as well. But this is what's at my house, and I am taking this hamburger meat and making my daughter some meatloaf because she needs eggs because of her allergies. She can't eat a straight egg, and she has to keep desensitizing herself. So we're going to make a meatloaf. I'm using her sugar-frees and low sugar, or I might use this. I probably will use this time. And then some bell peppers for that as well. So, but these cheeses, let me tell you, I have planned, because Gouda is a very mushy type wet cheese, almost like the fresh mozzarella. But my plan is to make some of those truffles, but you know, at least how I do is I sprinkle a whole layer, almost a layer of cheese on the bottom before I pour in the mix. And then I sprinkle some on the top. I got that off the Keto Connect channel. And I'm going to try it by sprinkling Gouda up in there and see what it tastes like. I'm kind of excited. And instead of using mozzarella, I got this one to try. It's kind of tastes like a cheddar cheese without being cheddar, because I can't have cheddar. It gives me headaches. So we're going to try a bunch of different ways, because if I'm going ketovore, I'm going to eat some cheeses. Also, hold on. Okay, also what I was trying to say is I've been doing a lot of thinking about this 21 days ketovore. And I'm not sure if I'm really ready for it yet. I started to feel like I was depriving myself. I started to get that feeling as, oh no, I'm on a diet, and I haven't even started it yet. And the one thing is, I don't get that feeling with keto at all. So I've decided to do 3 to 4 days straight ketovore like I normally do. Then a day or 2 eating my salads, vegetable, whatever I want. And then back to mostly meat, cheese, and eggs. and see how that works. And if I really do start to stall and that does not start helping me, then I will have to do keto for 21 days. But I don't want that feeling, because keto doesn't give me the feeling as, oh no, I'm on a diet. And I don't want that feeling. So yeah, I want a feeling of something I can not feel guilty about. Because when I went off ketovore last time, I felt guilty. And I shouldn't have felt guilty, because I'm a keto person. So, and I don't want that to happen again. So, right, and the blondes have it. Most of y'all said y'all prefer my blonde hair. And when I mean blonde hair, I mean completely keeping it the color it is now, except in October, the roots will show even more. And I'm just going to get the roots done blonde. So it's going to have like the ruddy, pinky colors and all that still. And I might add some pink here or there in my hair too, myself. But yeah, I'm not going to go back orangey red right now. I'm going to keep the blonde and just get the roots done in October, because right now they're still okay. I mean, I might have to before October, but they're still doable, and it costs a lot to get roots done, so I'm going to wear these as long as I can. But I am about to go put all this stuff away. And what time is it? It is 5. No wonder I'm hungry. It is time for me to start cooking dinner. I will let y'all see what I'm cooking as soon as I figure it out, because I don't know yet. That chicken over there is frozen. I was having chicken, but that's not happening. Okay, so I'm having a burger. 2 pieces of American cheese, a 1/4 pounder, chuck meat, piece of lettuce, some pickles, and I made 2 of the truffle little buns. I have some more mix in the fridge that if I get hungry later I can throw on there. So on my mix, I ended up doing 3 eggs, a 1/4 cup of Kobe Jack cheese, then I sprinkled a little tiny bit of Gouda and Kobe Jack cheese down, then poured the mix on top of it, then poured a tiny bit more of the Kobe Jack on top of it. In total, I used a little more than a 1/4 cup of cheese because I only needed tiny sprinkles for both pieces. So it was way under 1/2 cup. So I don't know what they would taste like with everyone doing these full cups of cheese. It's a lot of cheese. So the last couple of days my burger has been making me really stomach sick after eating it. I wish I could run to the bathroom, but it's not that kind. It's my stomach swelling really hard, and I don't know if it's from the beef itself, because I used to have those issues, or because I've been putting lettuce and pickle on it. It's vegetables, could totally be the corporate, or maybe the mayonnaise, because that's a new thing too, or too much cheese. I don't know. So I'm going to have to figure this out. So right now I'm outside taking a walk because my stomach don't feel so great, and it's really poofy. So maybe I can wash some of the poofiness off. Tomorrow I think I'm skipping the lettuce and the pickle, and see how I feel after that, and then vice versa. But maybe I'll eat chicken tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe it'll be defrosted. It was frozen really hard. So I'm going to go for a walk. Okay, so I'm cooking my daughter's dinner. I didn't get to go for that walk because she's hungry. So asparagus wrapped in bacon and some salmon patties. I don't eat that. Never have. Never tried it. Don't want to. It looks weird. No asparagus in my mouth. And I'm allergic to salmon. So that's why you never see me eat salmon. Or salmon. According to my daughter who's standing behind me correcting my talk. Okay, so I'm totally about to make me my last collagen coffee of the day. And, yeah, edit the video. I'm exhausted, I'm tired. Maybe my stomach was hurting because there's too much carbon in the Mountain Dew. I don't know. Didn't get my walk in after all because my daughter needed dinner. I didn't know she hadn't eaten yet. She's 14 and refused to cook for herself, but she absolutely loved her dinner and ate it like crazy. So I'm off to edit this and make me a coffee, and I will see y'all in the morning.